Arcade Heroes.
Greetings, it's Adam with Arcade Heroes, and welcome to the Exa Arcadia ARC-1 series of feature videos. Now, these are all sponsored by Exa Arcadia themselves, who will furnish this Exa ARC-1 cabinet for me to showcase. And so what I'm going to be doing in this series is showing off the various things that you can do with this particular cabinet. Whether it's really simple stuff such as changing out the cartridges, changing out the marquee, to slightly more complicated things like converting this from a horizontal orientation monitor to vertical. And so maybe arcade veterans won't get a whole lot out of this because you may already know your way around these cabinets, but hopefully whether you are new or been around for a while in the arcade business, you'll find these to be useful. And so stay tuned for those. Also check out the playlist on YouTube that will have these all collected together. And I will also collect these on arcadeheroes.com so that you can check them out there. But let's get started with the basics and go from there. Let's start off with an introduction to what Exa Arcadia is. This is a company that runs mostly of their operations out of Tokyo, Japan, but has entities established in places like Singapore and the United States. They released their Exa platform at the very end of 2019 and have been working to populate it with games ever since. They have over 30 games available for the system, with many more on the way. The company is run by fans of arcade gaming, where one of their focal points is ensuring the smoothest and fastest gaming experiences possible. If you know what input lag is, well, Exa has made it an art to have that as low as is possible. Their target market is the commercial arcade market. However, there are some collectors out there who have grabbed one to play the special versions of the games that are found on it. At the moment, most games are ports from the home, but Exa will often make changes to these games, which can include new game modes, music, voice acting, artwork, characters, stages, etc. Each of these games also responds much faster than their console counterparts, as mentioned. They've also been able to employ some individuals who worked on the original games, which is often the case with their Exa Label series of games. I have featured videos from the company since 2018 on my channel, as I previously purchased my own pedestal cabinet that I've been operating since the beginning of 2020. I also grabbed one of their official 4-player pedestal cabinets back in 2022. The pedestal cabinets were made in the USA by Fun Company, but the Exa board does not need to operate in one of them to work. The Exa board is a modified PC that features 4 custom cartridge slots. Cartridges can be swapped out with ease, but operators can only operate one game at a time if they wish. In this sense, it's much like the SNK Neo Geo MVS or even the Sega Naomi. The Exa board can go into any JVS cabinet, so if it worked inside of something like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that can handle the Exa. Over in Japan, there are locations which have even put Exas into CRT-based candy cabinets, so it can work in anything like that, or into something up to a 4K monitor. The ARC-1 cabinet is built in the USA by Exa Arcadia in Ohio and was made to address both cost and space issues that came with the Funko pedestal cabinets. It also has some modular features that I will get into with this series. It's 77.5 inches tall, 36 by 3/4 of an inch wide, and 30 inches deep, and weighs around 260 pounds. Has a space for a single wide marquee that is backlit with white LEDs, then a pair of speakers mounted beneath that. There's an internal Kinter MAI 70 sound amp that you can use for adjusting the audio levels to your liking. The ARC-1 also comes with a 32-inch 1080p monitor that is attached to a specially cut black monitor bezel. As I will demonstrate in another video in this series, you can switch the monitor between horizontal orientation or vertical. The latter is also called Tate mode. There are 9 games which are best played in vertical mode at present, although a few of the horizontal games also support it, such as Gimmick, Exact Mix, and Donut Dodo Do. The basic cabinet also comes with a standard 2-player control panel. These use Suzo Hap BAT joysticks and feature 6 button controls. There are other available control panels such as a single and a quad player panel where you can swap out the existing panel you have with one of these. In the future, this opens up the possibility of other controls, but as of this filming, those are not available yet. The control panel also features a game menu button that if you hold it down for 3 seconds, it will back out of the present game and go back to the menu. Now, the other Exa Arcadia cabinets do have this feature. The official pedestal 4-player cabinet that I have has a menu button, but it doesn't specifically state hold for 3 seconds. On the original 2-player one, you have to hold the first player start and first player number 1 action button down for 3 seconds to do the same thing. And that will work on any Exa Arcadia system, but it's not always known out there. The ARC-1 is available in the United States through various distributors. It will come with an Exa board and a single game. Pricing will depend on which game cart you pick and which distributor you go with. Visit exa.8c for more info and stay tuned to this channel for more videos showcasing the ARC-1's features.